WPTV.com, answering your questions about a life-saving tool called an automated external defibrillator, better known as an AED. Well, the Contact 5 investigators recently exposed how hard these life-saving devices can be to find and how little they're actually used. Tonight, Katie Lagrone's digging deeper into the problem and discovers what many advocates call a solution.
Michael Abb Jr. was barely a teen when sudden cardiac arrest struck him 7 years ago at his Sebastian Middle School.
You know, you're full of disbelief and it's, what do you mean my 12-year-old is dead? How can that be possible?
In Michael's case, an automated external defibrillator was on campus but never used. It's a case AED advocates around the country say is all too common.
And what we find is that many times there are AEDs in the same locations where there's cardiac arrest, but they're not being used.
Shouldn't happen. How could somebody drop? There's a device on the wall that could potentially save their life. It wasn't taken off the wall. Why?
Elliot Fish of Atris Inc. has an answer.
This tells us that there's an AED there. Where it is, it's on the first floor of the lobby.
He developed a national registry and paid link system that connects 911 dispatchers to the nearest AED.
Totally shifts the paradigm of, do you know if there's one there? Or go get one if there's one available, to, I can tell you where there is one.
Today, 26 emergency operations worldwide have signed on.
Minutes count. Seconds count.
Including the town of Palm Beach.
We recognize the importance of an AED and how it can help save a life.
EMS Division Chief Brian Fuller explains why the system was an easy sell.
In the 30 cases that we had last year, only 3 times was a defibrillator used prior to our arrival. And if the communicators can notify someone to go get it, then we have a better chance of saving someone's life.
And preventing one more family from living and wondering what might have been.
If the nurse had brought the AED out to the field, I think it may have saved Michael's life if they had used it.
And Chief Fuller is joining us here in the studio. Thank you so much. He and along with some other experts from actually around the country are logged on and ready to answer your questions about AEDs and sudden cardiac arrest. Chief Fuller, how long does somebody have to respond to an individual who suffers from some sudden cardiac arrest with an AED?
Katie, when someone suffers sudden cardiac arrest, they have about 4 minutes before they start to see some real deterioration. Every minute that goes by after they have a sudden cardiac arrest, there's a 10% decrease in their chance of survival. So it has to happen very quickly.
So all the more reason for more of these AEDs to be located in public places and to be able to be found.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much again for joining us. Our live web chat continues until 6:30, so we hope you log on WPTV.com and get your questions answered. Back to you, Kelly.
Katie and Chief, thank you very much.